All right, traders. This is Tony from Easy Markets. No, it is Tony from Traderflow. Uh, I have been recently looking at the NFP from the most, uh, say, last 7 or 8 attempts for the market to change position here. We're not seeing that come through at the moment. What we're looking for is the US 2 year to potentially be the catalyst here for the market reversal because we've seen such an extended run for the last 2 to 3 months of US dollar strength and US yields creeping higher, creeping higher, creeping higher. Remember, US yields after the banks crashed, the 2 year were down at 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 4. I remember when we jumped above 4.2, that was a huge day in the market, jumping above 5. But now, the market is at this stage where the narrative back in control is at higher yields. And if we get a number today that stokes that fear, then there's nothing to stop it. But because this is a dominant theme, dominant trend, the market won't go crazy if it's strong because we've already been pricing that in now for the last 3 or 4 weeks now. And so if you look at, say, the Aussie dollar, which is a pair that I love to trade, it's really pushing year lows and then bouncing, year lows, bouncing, year low, bouncing. To get an extended rally, though, this is some of the short squeezes we had. Each of those have been reversed very sharply, so you can see that the sellers are in control. The top side, though, they're coming from, above 65, really, I think is going to require those US 2 years to drop below 5%. Okay, and if we can get that and the narrative shift, I believe that would be a multi-week reversal there. Okay, so this is why tonight's so important. We have the NFP this week, CPI next week, but NFP is what everyone's watching. We want to see that the job numbers start to reverse and that pressure starts to creep through in all the internals. So what they mean by internals is like the wage price, right? Like the wage price index or the average hourly earnings as it is tonight. Let's have a look at Forex Factory. And you can see the forecast is 170 tonight, and then the average hourly earnings is 0.3. So this comes in at 0.1, and the unemployment comes in at 190. That 0.1 would be more important, all right, because that 190 is close enough. If you get something like a 130 and 0.2, good rally in the Aussie. If you get 200 and 0.3, smallish fall, maybe an extension to the lows, so down at 62.90. Okay, but there's no trade if the numbers are strong. If the numbers are weak, that's where we get interested because there's such a sizable multi-week move potential there to unwind the narrative, which is in control, and it's like 80-90% in control. And so those who want to build a narrative that they're not raising rates again this year in the US, it starts tonight. Okay. We'll talk about it on Monday. We'll have a quick update on what is happened, both the market, the actual news, but the market's reaction to the news. That's what we want to study. All right, so let's check in if you're interested to see my thoughts on that. I'll be taking trades on the Aussie if I see them. It doesn't matter too much if it's above 64, 65. Generally, I buy the first pullback if it's a spike, though. All right, so just be a little careful in trading NFP. But we can discuss that price action on Monday. All right, guys, best of luck tonight and have a great weekend. Cheers.